How you doing, guys? This is Eric from rulthewasteland.com and secretoftheinternet.com. Obviously, I talk a lot about preparedness on this channel, and I've dealt with simple everyday preparedness a number of times because I think that's one of the most important categories of preparedness and the one that can make the most visible and impact on everybody's life is the preparation for the everyday things that are almost guaranteed to happen to you at some point. Obviously, it's important to prepare for huge things as well, potential disasters, because if they do happen, it's very bad if you're not prepared, but there's also a lot of little things that probably will happen, and it's also very important to prepare for them because that's the area where you can really make a noticeable impact in your life and the life of other people. So I talk a lot about everyday type preparedness stuff. I've done it in the past. So one quick tip that I wanted to let people know, and something that in this day and age comes up a lot, I see it quite often. I talk about all the different things you should carry with you on day-to-day, just EDC, and little simple tips and tricks you can do to be prepared. Things like carrying a knife around, things like carrying a gun for self-defense, things like having your phone charged, gas in your tank. And one thing that a lot of people nowadays don't do is carry cash of any kind. Now, I almost never use cash because I have a series of reward credit cards that I use to maximize cash back and get free money from some of the biggest banks in the world. Strategy which I can tell you about later if you guys are interested, and that obviously requires responsible credit card use. You don't want to carry a balance, but if done properly, you can get free money, hundreds of dollars a year from some of the biggest banks in the world, and that's great to me. So that's what I spend with almost exclusively is rewards credit cards. With that being said, it's very important to carry a little bit of cash around with you because there's plenty of situations where cards might not work, and it can be very problematic to not have any way to complete some sort of transaction, especially if there were any sort of minor shit hit the fan event and you need to either get gas, if the power's out, get home. Might not even be a bad idea to carry around one or two small silver coins or silver bars if you have a full-size wallet. I have this minimalist style wallet that just has my cards and my cash, but it would be a great idea if you had a normal wallet to stick a bar of just a small bar of silver to, maybe keep some in your car as an ability to have monetary transactions in a situation where there is loss of electricity or a loss of confidence in the sudden loss of confidence in the US dollar or something like that. But certainly cash, even without crazy scenarios like that coming into play, there's a lot of situations where it's useful to have a little bit of cash. And so I recommend everyone carry at least 20 bucks. I try to carry more like 50, and in different denominations, things like fives is probably best. No bigger than a 20, or else it's hard to actually have transactions because of change and things like that. But try to carry around a little cash. You'll have a lot of situations where that can come in handy. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you later. Check out rulthewasteland.com and secretoftheinternet.com.